And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of my blind playthrough for Cyberpunk 2077 in the summer of 2024. We are here to do Pyramid Song now, meet Judy in the early evening. I have already pushed time forward to 5:26 p.m. If you remember at the end of last episode, we knocked this guy out and took all his stuff because he was highlighted as an enemy to us. Looked like he was staging some sort of a scam. So we're gonna head up here. Might have to wait another hour. That's exactly what I want to do. Skip time for 1 hour. Okay. That's good enough. It's still pretty bright outside. Okay, it won't really let me go any further on the bike. Savata. Scuba gear.
Hey, V.
For all that went down, I thought you and I'd be ancient history.
Don't be a gonk.
Any news from the Moxes? Events, ideas?
No. Don't see all that much of them.
How come?
You know how they are. Piss me off sometimes is all.
Yeah, Judy's kind of her own girl, you know?
So what's the latest from Clouds? Know anything?
Nothing of any interest. We've got a new situation, and everybody's trying to adapt. Me too.
Doesn't sound like it's all okay.
Doesn't mean it isn't.
Something got you down all of a sudden?
No.
Judy.
Yeah, that's a lie. What is going
Please
on?
not talk about Clouds, the Mox, or Arasaka and Militech and how the world's going to shit. Just rather not think about any of that today. Anything dark.
Okay. I didn't know. Something special about today. I get it.
So, ready to tell me what we're doing here?
Well, been tinkering with virtues a lot lately and figured out a way to scroll two actors' experiences at the same time. Thought we could try it out. If you're down, of course.
Sure. Hey, I've got the tech experience to ask this.
How does one marry two separate neural tracks?
Well, at first I tried to create a single profile out of two data streams. Didn't turn out so great.
Must have gotten tangled up. Interference, white noise.
Yeah, effect was kind of like a bad art house. Couple tries in, though, I managed to isolate specific sensations.
So you load them onto separate neural tracks. No emo bogies. Not bad. Sounds like we could do this anywhere. Why'd we come all the way out here? What is this place?
Cottage belonged to someone I knew. It sits empty now. I take the liberty to use it from time to time.
And that's where we're gonna scroll?
No, we're gonna scroll underwater.
Nope, no way. Bad idea. Tell her to find some other yes man.
What do you say? You in?
Johnny don't like water.
Hell yeah, I'm in.
Awesome. So, let's go. Got the hardware here. All right, suit up, landlubber. Let's get this scroller on ya.
Yeah, why not?
Pretty damn fine in that wetsuit.
Don't go there, dude.
Why not?
Water's toxic. That not a problem?
Whole reason we're suiting up.
You know, we're friends right now. I think they put this in here because they have to make it clear you can't romance her. But IRL, we're friends. We could trade stuff back and forth like that and have nobody feel threatened, you know? That's what I think, given the nature of how the relationship's gone and stuff.
Haven't even asked me if I know how to swim. Not worried I'll just sink to the bottom like a bag of rocks?
50-50 chance, I guess. Willing to risk it for the footage.
All right, let's do this. Freezing-ass water, here I come.
Okay, we're all set. You go first.
Alrighty.
Stay close behind me, and don't descend too fast.
Where are we headed exactly?
About halfway to the deepest point. It'll be pitch black, but the currents are gentle. Ought to be safe. Want the precise coordinates?
Nah, why bother? I'll just stick close to you.
Okie dokes.
Virtues are more to you than just a way to churn out eddies, huh?
Well, duh. Think paintings, songs. They're meant to produce emotion responses.
Generally how any kind of creativity works, sure.
Right, so art's a casing, trigger for emotion. Well, BDs are emotion in near pure form.
That looks like a highway sign. Oh,
This is it.
yeah.
Swim over here and look straight at me, will you? Great. Great. Signal's clear. Just need your help with a few basic checks. Need to calibrate our gear. First up, motion sensors and scrolling. Circle around me. Swim. Great. Motion calibrated. Back my way now, V. Next up, sound check. I'm gonna hum a song. You give me the title. Read me?
Hey, I know that. Etta Sorrentino. Only you.
Dead on. All right, that ought to do it.
What now?
Prepare to have your mind blown. Wait for it.
That's a long ways down.
Now grab this and hold on tight.
Down we go.
Impressive, huh?
Oh, wow.
You want to explore all that?
Not me. I want you to explore it. It used to be called Laguna Bend. Just 15 years ago, people still lived here.
Got some connection to this place, right?
You got it. Grew up here. Haven't been back since Laguna Bend was wiped off the map.
Why are you showing me this?
Want to get the right emotional reactions. Got a feeling this will be perfect for my experiment.
Why's this stand to be perfect?
Hoping you'll be able to pick up all the unfiltered mess of emotions this place brings out in me. Like it or not, you'll react to those feelings. That's what I want to capture.
That is an interesting experiment.
Ready to
Whatever you want to do, Judy. Guess I'm with you.
Played this moment
up the nerve for this.
Why didn't you come earlier?
Good question. Easy answer would be that I didn't have time. Gear, stars weren't ever aligned. Truth is, the very idea just felt weird.
Kind of gives off exploring the Titanic vibes.
Flo's Diner, best eatery in town. Only one at that, too. Burgers weren't amazing, too greasy. Big. Of course, I say that now. Back then, they were the best thing I'd ever chewed and swallowed. And next door, that's where we lived. Me and my grandparents. Just let me know when you want to forge ahead.
Okay, raised by our grandparents. So, a few things on the table there. Orphaned, abandoned, irresponsible parents.
Got something here. Looks like an old photo cam.
DPI 350. Practically an antique.
You like it?
You kidding? It's awesome.
What about your parents?
Dad was never in the picture.
Right.
Mom died when I was tiny. Can barely remember her.
Yeah, so
Still
orphaned,
have a
basically.
picture, but, you know, see a stranger there.
Judy, Judy, watch out for her goodies. She can't even afford to have parents.
Alright, so picked on for being poor.
What was that? Those voices.
Voices? Didn't hear anything but you just now.
Here, take this camera. Better off in your hands than sitting here collecting algae.
Gosh, thanks.
What was it like, living with your grandparents? How were they?
Granddad had a real knack for things technical. Taught me everything I know. And the stories he told, never got bored listening to him. And Grandma was temperamental. Hot one second, cool as steel the next.
I mean, I would guess dead.
Where'd your grandparents go? Night City?
Yeah, for a couple years. Rented the unit that's mine now. But they hated the city. Moved up to Oregon. Still go and visit them sometimes.
Oh, okay. I was about to just not even pick that, because I kind of figured they were dead and why bring it up, but she had mentioned she wants to capture our emotional reaction to her emotional reactions.
Hockey stick. Is there a skating rink here?
I wish. Played street hockey on rollerblades.
Yeah, I kind of guessed.
Losing, Alvarez. We're losing because of you. Colin! They're dead meat anyway. Go out with me? Sorry, I gotta go. They're calling.
Let's keep going, Judy.
Aye, aye, Captain. Follow me.
We looking for anything in particular here?
Nah. Can't hurt to look around, though. Picking up very chill vibes. It feels like we're outside of time, like in a snow globe. After that, we can see what lies up ahead.
I like the analogy, like we're in a snow globe.
Hard to imagine anything that could be more out of place in an underwater world.
Bottled water.
Touche, Judy.
That'd be
Touche.
funny. Maybe I should have gone inside the house. I wonder if there was anything else to explore in there.
Gotta say, I don't really get why they left their wheels behind when they had to evacuate.
Hey, how old do you think I am? These hunks of metal have got half a century on them. When I was about yay high, they were already here. And not in much better shape. It's good cover for playing Max Tack and Psychos, though.
Okay. So they're giving you the image of a rundown neighborhood, right? Dilapidated cars broken down, just hanging out in the yards. I have found 2 of 3 clues. Cycle bins. I don't know where that third clue would be. I guess I'm gonna have to... Oh, wait, there it is. Fabric and plastic. Old doll.
What, this isn't yours?
Poor thing. Been here all alone for 20 years.
So it is yours.
No. It was Jenny Chapman's.
But we have to look for it together.
You took her doll.
As if. Hid it. It was a monster.
You hid it. Why?
Because I thought only losers played with dolls. What I really wanted was for her to notice me. Ah, the days when dolls were just kids' toys and nothing else.
Want to see what's further on?
Come on then, want to show you something. Got no idea how weird it feels swimming through here.
Where you used to run as a kid? Where daily life grinded along? Can imagine it a bit.
Church hasn't aged at all. Always looked old and like it had landed here from outer space. Bells were cracked too. Gave off this eerie, atonal clang. Weird, I had no memory of that seconds ago. Now I can almost hear them.
I don't know how it's possible, but I think I hear those bells too.
Seriously? You can hear my memories? It must be a side effect. Ah, closed. Shame.
Could look for another way inside.
Be my guest.
We got the gorilla
You like
arms,
going to
so
this church?
let's look at this first.
Never actually went to church. Never even really paid attention to it. It was just there, you know? Once we knew Laguna Bend was to be flooded, people gathered here to plan a protest.
Did it achieve anything?
Look around.
And this, what is it?
Oh, no way. Can't be. You found the heart of Laguna Bend. The most precious gem in all Cali, maybe even the world. Could buy all of Arasaka and Militech and then some for it.
For real?
Nah, I got no idea what that is.
I'm gonna check and see if there's any holes in the roof. Yep. Sure enough.
I found an opening. I think we're safe to go through here.
On my way. Snuck in here once when no one was around. Stood at the altar and tried to imagine what went through the padre's mind looking at all those people. Back then I wondered how he could read people's thoughts, know everything about them. Then I screamed at the top of my lungs to check the acoustics.
You didn't get chased off?
Ran out myself. Echo I got back scared the bejesus out of me. Thought it was that crush I had on Jenny Chapman. All that guilt I tried yelling out. Just flew right back in my face.
Ah!
Well, this should be interesting.
V, please.
Oh man, the
Oh,
heart
thank
stopped.
fuck. You're alive.
What happened?
You passed out.
How'd you manage to lift me out?
Dunno, didn't think about it. Just did what I had to do. Hey, careful, easy now.
So, you're saying you saved my life. Thank you.
Told you diving into this toxic waste was gonna end badly. But you just don't fucking listen.
Heard something weird just now. Sounded like complaining?
Complaining? That the best you got, kid?
We should tell her. We're
We-
good friends now.
You heard that? It's incredible. Never happened before. But, no worries. It's Johnny Silverhand's construct. You heard his thoughts, not mine.
Johnny? What?
Remember the relic? The reason for the whole damn heist. Well, Johnny Silverhand's digitized psyche was on it, and, well, his personality's seeping into my mind. Taking over. You could say his mind's overriding mine.
Shit, V. That mean you're disappearing? Can you stop it?
And here we go.
I got an idea, a plan. I just don't know if it'll, well, work.
Why do I even bother?
He thinks I'm giving too
Doubt
much info
you should
away.
go back to the city just now. I'm pretty beat too. Last thing I want to do is drive. Let's stay the night. What do you think?
Well, I know. Stay right here is what she's talking about.
Why the hell not? Whose cottage is that then? You said you knew the owner.
One of our neighbors was hell-bent on staying in Laguna Bend. Badges literally dragged him out of his house before the water came in. So he built himself another house as close as he possibly could, but then he got sick. Water was way more toxic back then.
Oh, that sucks.
He must be chilled to the bone. I'll brew a pot. How do you take yours?
Black, please.
Like the heart of a merc.
I actually don't like coffee at all.
Forgot to start the generator.
Tried for years to develop a taste. Tried everything. Sugar, milk, black. Just never found anything I liked at all. Soda is my thing.
I can turn it on.
You're gonna take it easy.
Promise to take it slow. Think you could have fine-tuned the emotive wave transmitters better back there. Feed I was picking up felt a bit flat, I want to say.
Yeah, probably some truth to that.
Power's up.
You go that route, the city will always win, so be careful.
Judy?
Check on Judy. That sounded like something she told us in the past. Am I remembering that right?
What was that? Couldn't hear you clearly. Something the matter?
No, nothing.
No, nothing. Hey, look, I'm gonna be straight up. I don't care if you undressed or not. We're like amigos right now. We got some trust in each other. And I got questions about what just happened.
You thinking about Evelyn?
Clouds has gone to shit. Tiger Claw No Next took revenge for Hiromi and the rest. There was a firefight. Tom's dead. Roxanne barely got out alive. House is closed until further notice. I'd rather not talk or think about it. Didn't want to tell you. Didn't want you to think I blame you in any way.
Why would you even assume I'd think that?
Dunno, I'm sorry. Let's just kill the subject.
She does kind of blame us.
Think I'll go lie down. I'm beat.
Still, maybe, you know, what I'm concerned about is that I read the situation wrong. I still don't think we did anything wrong. I think I made the right read. I don't think that chick could be trusted. She could have worked with the Mox for a guard, to set up guards and gone to war against the Tiger Claws. I don't know. Maybe I don't know all the logistics involved there. Maybe the Tiger Claws are too big for that. That's something I'm not aware of. How do these gangs stack up against each other? But my understanding going in was that the Tiger Claws were part of the root problem. I can't really remember why they were. It just seems like Judy was saying they were an issue. And what's her name wanted to pair up with them and play politics. And everything else I read, I don't remember that chick's name. Everything else I read off that chick's personality made me think she would sell Judy down the river if it would save her own skin. If push came to shove, like, I think Judy will always have a place in her heart for that chick. So Judy is somewhat compromised. That chick don't return that sentiment. I think she's somebody. I'm not even trying really to say that it's because she's malevolent. It could be because due to her personality type and any kind of horrible traumatic stuff she went through in the past, that's her self-defense mechanism, is that she's able to unplug very, very quickly, disconnect. You know, so I'm not trying to paint her to be evil or anything. I just think that she would sell Judy out if it meant that she could climb the ladder or save her own neck. And then you add the Tiger Claw issue into the whole thing, and I was in a position it was a fork in the road decision, and I made the decision to completely remove her from the equation. Judy obviously didn't like that, was kind of shocked and stunned, and still seems to feel like the domino effect off that decision has been negative, right? But I 2020 hindsight, and we're dealing with unknowns on what would have happened if we'd let her take over. But I don't like how that road maps out from my perspective in the here and now. So looks like okay, here's Johnny.
This chick gets on my nerves. Let's you and me blow. Just don't wake her up.
No.
Judy pisses you off. Why? Because she cares about people? And that reminds you you're a narcissistic asshole?
She's all over the place. Refuses to take the door, jumps out a window, then acts all surprised when she gets hurt.
She reminds you of Alt, doesn't she?
Oh, nobody's even close to Alt and what me and her had. Let's get the fuck away, can we?
Look, I gotta say, that wasn't... The line that Keanu delivered there was fantastic. That was really well done. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of it, but it makes me think of how I've reacted to some things in the past. Like, you can't even compare that to my experience with this. What are you talking about? My experience with this was on a whole different echelon. You know, it's freaking offensive that you want to do apples to apples over that. So I think that's what tickled me about it. He was offended. You know, everybody's got their personality, and this one's mine. This ended here a little bit rough. She's got stuff that she's trying. I think she's trying not to blame us, but she's confused and doesn't know quite. Is it a situation where there is no blame, but her tendency is to analyze and find out whose fault it is? It's got her mixed up a little bit. We just did the underwater thing. Obviously, she's lesbian. We're not going to be boyfriend, girlfriend, nothing even remotely close, but there is intimacy here. It's the intimacy of friendship, right? And so for me to leave here, that's something Johnny could do, because Johnny doesn't really think about the things that I just named. I'm kind of reading the tea leaves and reading between lines here. I'm telling you right now that what I would do right now, for real, depending on how it feels outside, but I would put a blanket over her. And then I would go crash out in our room right here. But I wouldn't leave. That leaves her waking up in the morning with all kinds of questions in her mind that she's naturally, because when the brain doesn't have a conclusive answer and there's concern and worry about it, does tend to spin up some of the worst possible scenarios, and those go unanswered until she can see us next or gins up the courage to ask and even broach the subject, which she's pretty courageous, she's pretty straightforward. But dealing with something that she's trying to get over and get past, where she might be self-blaming even, that might be something that she doesn't even want to open the door. And so now you've created questions that are rattling around in her that will go unanswered. These are the things I think about that I think he doesn't even come close to considering. So that's why I say, you know, you got different personalities. They've got their ups and their downs. I feel like this guy's personality, he's a hard charger. He can get things done, I think, a lot faster than me, especially whenever everything's going chaotic. Whereas I tend to be the one who kind of pulls back and looks at how everybody's dealing with things and looks at the human element of stuff, right? So that's why I say I'm not passing judgment on him. I'm saying we got different personality types. And so we're going to stay because it's my call. I almost hit that on accident because I was thinking about what I was saying and not reading.
You fucking blow if you can. Not about to leave her alone, middle of nowhere.
No, I can't talk to you when you get this sentimental.
Yeah, see,
Waste
and that's
of
exactly.
words. At least take a nap so we don't have to argue.
And that's his perspective too. And you know, he's right to some degree. I am being sentimental, but it's not that I'm afraid to leave her here alone. She's been staying here alone for a long time. That's not an issue. This is her place. It's everything else that I told you. I don't want her to wake up with all this stuff rattling around inside her with no real good way to get answers to that or get resolution, because there's at least a 50-50 chance she just bottles it up and stays quiet. Not doing it. You know, we're going to stay the night. We're going to wake up. We're going to have coffee and breakfast. And then I'm going to tell her, see you later, Chica. You know, next time that we run into each other, I got things that I got to go do. I'll see you around. Stay in touch, you know? That chick's pretty much alone right now and has gone through a lot. Think about this too. I didn't think about this last night, but Evelyn was her girlfriend, died. Maiko or whatever, the chick that we offed, was an old lover of hers. Then we're a close friend, and she had to resuscitate us. So it could be going through her head that she's a curse and all her loved ones are dying. Tom's dead now, so is the other chick that helped out. I think she said about her too. So I don't like I didn't think that there was absolutely no upside to leaving. That was a bad call. I wouldn't fault him for doing it because he's blind to it, right? But I would fault for me to do it. And obviously, like, remember, I try to play V like we're watching V's story unfold. But in things like this, I am injecting my personality. And I'm telling you right here, right now, for me to do it, knowing all the things, all the laundry list of stuff I went through for you guys about what's on my mind, about what could be happening with her and how it would be bad, that would be evil. Because I do know. Johnny doesn't know. Johnny leaving is just Johnny being Johnny. Me leaving is unlawful, like immoral, terrible, malicious. All right, now, I don't know what's going to happen when we step outside here. She could be bitchy, for all I know. I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how she is. It matters what we do. We have control over our own actions, and that's it. She could be emotional all she wants, but our job was to understand what she's going through and to be a good friend and stick. That's how I see it. Feels like I'm missing something. Well, that says it's a door. Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. The thing it wants us to check out is outside. The green circle must be Judy. Hey,
Will you
Chica.
sit with me a while?
Yeah,
Here's your coffee. Finally.
Morning.
thanks.
You know, yesterday I think I'd made up my mind. I actually called you because I wanted to say goodbye.
Oh, see, look, we would have missed this.
City's chewed me up. And spitting me out.
Really, I would say this, but I assume this dialogue is going to remain, and I always want to take the special dialogue.
Look, Night City's not for everyone. I grew up here. Thought nothing could surprise me.
And now?
I'd pack up my shit and bail too, if I could. But it's just not the right time.
Give me your hand, B. All set. Congrats. Just gave you unlimited access to my pad.
Whoa, you're asking me to move in?
If it's what you want. Or just drop by when the urge grabs you.
Sure about this? Haven't known each other that long.
I like you. Consider you a friend. The way I see it, there's nothing else to consider. Take care, V.
This really it. Last time we see each other. Didn't seem so set on leaving just a sec ago.
See no reason to delay. I'll stay here a couple days, then head off. It's been nice knowing you, V. See ya. And hit me up on the holo sometimes.
Good luck, Chica.
I'll see you, Judy.
Now see, if we had left here, look at the burden she carries with her. She's ready to cut ties and get out on her own, so maybe not. Right? Let's answer this.
Hey, gig's all set up super sweet like. Tonight, at the Red Dirt.
Talk to Kerry? Didn't change his mind or anything?
No, not at all. He's pretty stoked, in fact. Haven't seen him like this since the Silverhand days.
What about Henry? Still not on board?
Didn't even try. Not wasting my breath on that dick tip. Well, so, see you tonight. And don't worry about your axe. Got the gear all rounded up.
All right. So, look, we provided closure. Did you see how her face lit up? How she smiled when we talked about how Night City's... It's like we gave her permission. Right? Maybe that's the wrong word. She's not necessarily seeking permission. But we validated her a little bit. What we do know is that that reaction was real. That was a really... That was very beneficial for her. And if we had left in the middle of the night, she doesn't get a chance to get that kind of closure. Now, she's a tough gal. Maybe she could go on and get... I don't know, man. To me, things like that kind of tend to echo around, and sometimes it's what creeps into your conscience, and you wake up with bad memories, you know? And we were able to prevent that from happening simply by doing something as simple as staying here. So anyway... I guess I've talked it to death now, but I wanted to really thoroughly explain that in a way that shows that I am not holding anybody else in judgment. I don't judge Johnny for his position, and I think you can always do things the wrong way, right? But that every personality it's a puzzle piece, and it fits into the whole. From there, it just kind of depends on, I guess, maybe intent. Not always. Sometimes you intend to do the right thing, but you do the wrong thing and it has terrible consequences, right? I'm not really quite how to parse it out from that point. But I do see a need for all kinds of personality types, and I feel like I've done really well in life by understanding when somebody is just simply acting according to how their personality works, rather than getting overly judgmental and trying to map my morality code and my personality and my tendencies onto them. There are those who do that quite naturally. I think Johnny would be one, you know? So... hopefully that makes sense to you guys, but we'll go ahead and save it right here. It's 5:20 in the morning. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do in the next episode. Maybe we should take a look. We got the gig at nighttime. Complete other jobs. Read and reply to the message from Pan Am. Okay, I don't want to string... We just recently did one of these, so... we'll get to this a little bit further down the road. But it looks like this is something that is recurring, and you can kind of work this in as you want. It's always sitting here, so it allows you to kind of role play the game a little bit, I think. We're going to be doing this, I think. at nighttime. I might actually push time forward. Maybe I'll go off screen. I will break down parts and go see if I can do any cyberware upgrades. Guess I should look and see if I can. Do I have points? Yeah, I do. So we can plus this up to 20. And oh, that would be good. Plus 4 cyberware capacity. Yeah, that's the one that I need, I think. What's this do? Take this, and I think that's gonna let me get that, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Ashotl cyberware that I didn't have room for before. We'll find out. I'll probably do that off screen. And then next episode's going to be about doing the rock and roll gig. Oh, Coach Fred. Shame what happened to Aaron, but the boy knew the risk. He wasn't handling it all too well, so his story probably would have ended like that either way. Thank you for trying, V. I think I looked at this already, but what happened is that whenever I loaded my game up, guys, I did not have it saved. I had a manual save right before knocking that dude down the street out. So I had to knock him out again and then save it. And on that save, I don't think I checked this message. And we should look at what Pan Am has to say. V, I miss you too, but okay. Hey, V, time's on my side. Maybe I could come visit. Let's try the Glen. Suits me just fine. See you soon. Okay, so she will be waiting at the Glen apartment. Maybe that's someplace that we can crash after the gig that we do with the band. It'd be cool if we could invite her to come watch. But anyway, let's go ahead and hit save. Boy, I sure do like this. I like this story. It's very well done. It really is. I heard that these guys, the developers, cried whenever they were able to get this thing resurrected after its horrible, horrible release. And I can understand why. They know they had a lot of potential, and a lot of heart and soul went into this game, I think. Congrats to them for being able to get it cleaned up. I'm sure that they probably had something to do with the Netflix cartoon that was released that regened interest. That was a gamble. They found a smart way to do it. It was a Japanese team that they contracted with to design it, but that's still, they had to throw the money on it, you know? So, I don't know, pretty awesome. But again, I'm Aesop Grimm. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw, and more importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode. The story continues.